I do believe from Azerbaijan. It's called Snap, going out to Michael Joey, asking for that, and over on Facebook at DJ Mig Santillan. Right now, though, folks, I am so excited to welcome to the booth a mega superstar who a lot of you guys have been waiting for. I see Twitter blowing up right now for this because, man, a lot of you have been waiting for him to come to the Philippines after so very long. Brian is very excited for this one. I can see it. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Magic 89.9, the one and only Canadian superstar hailing all the way from Mississauga, Canada, Johnny Orlando. Johnny, welcome to the Philippines. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm good, dude. Thank you so much for asking. People never ask me during these interviews how I'm doing.
How are you, dude? Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Everything's good, man. Now it's an interview's about me now. Great. So, Johnny, how have you been enjoying the Philippines so far? I believe you arrived last Friday. Is that right?
I have lost track at this point, to be quite honest. But we got in very late, and I've been waking up super early every day, and just I haven't really got to see much. It's just been work mostly, but city's beautiful and everybody's super nice as well. So it's been awesome.
Dude, I'm so happy that you're enjoying yourself here in Manila. It's your first time, right?
It is.
Man, honestly, like, no matter what you do or no matter how you play it, there is never enough time to see just one city in one trip, dude. That's what I do every time I go to Tokyo, to New York, to San Francisco. Like, I just spread things out and leave more to come back to, right? Yeah. So, again, welcome to the Philippines, first time. And, going into history over here, dude, you started your career quite a while back, actually. I do believe you were like 8.
I was. 8 indeed.
And I just want to ask, like, how did you ever expect to end up halfway across the world after starting to post song covers on YouTube, like, all the way back then?
Absolutely not. And it's still crazy to me when I like think back and kind of realize, like, oh my goodness, I'm in the Philippines right now. Like, for music, it's all just kind of crazy, but it happened very slowly, so I've had time to take it in over the years, but it still blows my mind. I'm just so happy to be here.
Dude, like, it's amazing, though, how everything all the stars kind of just aligned for you over the years of making music and posting things online. Man, because you have been releasing songs, like, non-stop, even before the pandemic, and even more so now, because you do have something great coming up for us later on this month. But hey, I just want to ask as well, just going back into history, because there's a lot of history to unpack here for you and your music, because I was reading up through I was stalking you on the line.
No worries.
And there's a lot of story behind you coming here to the Philippines and you just, becoming this mega superstar. So it starts with one thing, always starts with one thing. So what inspired you, and I do believe your sisters, right, to post on YouTube?
So basically, it wasn't really, basically we were bored is what inspired it, in short. But my sister was watching YouTube covers and just had the idea to make one. She was like, hey, do you want to make a cover to, like, Mistletoe by Justin Bieber? I was 8 years old, didn't have a phone, I was just bored. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? We did that one, and it did okay, like 1,000 views in like a week, which for 2011 was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
And we just kept making them after that, and we would put out a video every month or so, every like 2-3 weeks, if we were really pushing it. And I guess the stars did align over the long period, but it's just been so slow. There's never been a huge explosion. So the stars haven't aligned in that way. We've just been chipping away at it until this point.
I think that's the best kind, though, because I know a lot of people get the shock when things just blow up online, and they're like, oh my god, wait, hang on, hold up, I don't know what to do yet at this point.
Yeah.
But I also heard, though, like, at least I read online, you also recorded in your bathroom because you guys had good acoustics in there.
Yep.
Dude, that is perfect right there. So, as an artist, as a singer, of course, you take influences from different sources. So who are your biggest influences when it comes to, like, your music and shaping your sound?
Honestly, it's kind of just a little bit of everything. I don't really have like, if I would say anybody, it would be Bieber, just overall.
Okay. Hello, Mistletoe.
Yeah, he started it all, and I think over the years that's definitely been the biggest, like, one inspiration. But since then, I think I just there's so many good parts of so many different people, and I'll try to chill with the peas. But there's so many good parts of a million different artists that I feel like I can't really say like, oh, this is my inspiration. But like Justin Bieber for sure. I love his early music.
Yeah.
And like Journals era was a big inspiration for me. Amir Obi is a big one. The Weeknd, Post Malone. Yeah.
Honestly, like that list though, like eclectic list, but like you said, a little bit of everything, and it's good to get a little bit of everything because you're usually able to craft something different from all those parts, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be a Bieber clone. I don't want to be a Post Malone clone or a Weeknd clone. I want to be me, and my taste is just a little bit of everything.
And you can hear it actually, like you can hear it in your songs, like when I hear your songs, Johnny, I hear they sound distinct, they sound different. You have your own spin and your own flair on delivery, on production, everything there. And speaking of delivery and production, you are delivering your first album, I do believe, later on this month, August 19th. It's called All the Things That Could Go Wrong, rather. And I'm surprised you called it this because it seems like everything's been going right over the past like decade for you.
Well, I mean, in general, I would say I can't complain. But that's not always true, and things do happen. Also, nice segue. I saw that.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, this album. It's been like the last 2 years we've been working on it, and it's just very honest is the biggest thing. I've always tried to be honest in my music, but this album specifically is just like whatever I was feeling that day, however I was feeling is exactly what we wrote. And they're just like, each song is a little snapshot of a different part of my psyche. There's no two songs that are alike, sonically or like conceptually. You'd say that. Darian's right here. She helped me write it.
Nice.
Really, no two songs are the same whatsoever. Yeah, even the ones that are like kind of in the same vein are all very, very different. So I think there's something for everybody, but it's also cohesive for the first time because we actually planned it out. So I'm just very proud of it. I'm not going to stop going on about it, but yeah, it's August 19th.
I'm not going to stop you from going on about it because you got me excited by talking about it and saying that there's something for everybody in there. So I'm pretty sure in an album, as an artist, you put out all these songs, you put out all these little tracks out here, and only a handful get into this album because they're the special ones, they're the best ones. So I just want to ask, in this entire album, what would be your top picks, like personal favorites?
How many am I allowed?
As many as you want.
The whole album. No.
Okay.
I'd say All the Things That Could Go Wrong, the song, is definitely one of them. You're Just Drunk is definitely one of them. Coping is one of them for sure. I've been teasing that one forever. And Fun Out of It, maybe? Those are some of my favorites. And also, we did interludes on this one, so there's 2 interludes. And I'm so excited about it because I feel like a real musician.
Okay, I'm actually excited for the interludes because it's very rare nowadays that you get albums with interludes. I think the only one who's done something like that recently is, well, The Weeknd, but at least to my knowledge. But then again, it was also an album that was basically a radio show. So
yeah,
you can call them interludes or technically also segues.
Yeah, so the interludes on this one are musical pieces. They're just like little... I forget the word, but they're it's just, so the one I'm gonna drop some sauce right now. The one that comes before Someone Will Love You Better. Can I say the name or no? I'm not allowed to say the name. I would, I would. But that one is kind of like a prequel. Or the precursor, the months leading up to the song "Someone Will Love You Better," which is about the moment that I'm actually breaking up with this girl. And so I almost said the name. That was close.
Can't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't spoil it yet.
But yeah, so that interlude's about the leading up, and then the second interlude is the transition from the A side to the B side, and that one's super important just sonically because it ties the whole thing together. And yeah, it's kind of depressing, the lyrics. I freestyled them, and yeah, I always freestyle sad lyrics in it. I don't know why.
Dude, as anyone who tells me that they can freestyle, I automatically mega respect because, man, freestyling is not easy.
No, I can't freestyle like what you're thinking. It was
No, but even freestyling just sad lyrics. Dude,
I was just like, I keep falling, like I wanna jump, and then I like extracted words from that.
dude, there's still some artistry in that because I've tried freestyling before. They all turn into really bad jokes. Like it's all puns just in a song, and my friends are like, "Stop it." But hey, you did mention from the A side to the B side. Do you also plan on releasing this album on vinyl by any chance? Because that would be
I
interesting.
think it's in the works. Sorry, I'm like looking at Darian for some of the answers. I don't know, but I just hear things being thrown around a lot. So I think we're exploring our options. But vinyl is really hard to get right now. Even like my label is like, yeah, it's like 20 weeks or something. And I'm like,
20 weeks. Oh my goodness.
Or more. It's something ridiculous. Because there's like supply shortage, whatever. But yeah, super tough to get vinyl right now, so we're working on it. But we have box sets with CDs.
Nice.
And I have to sign. Sorry, I don't have to. I get to sign 4,800 CD cases. I think I got through like 1,800 before I left to come over here, and it took me like 6 hours. So as soon as I get back, I'm buzzing through the rest, and then we'll get those packaged up.
Dude, I guarantee you, after you sign all those CD cases, you're gonna win every single finger, like thumb wrestling match out there. So of course, folks, again, don't forget the album is coming out on August 19th. No spoilers because his name is Johnny Orlando, not Tom Holland. Ooh. But again, both last names are placed in places, but still. Anyway, so I do have a question though about your latest single called Leave the Light On, because personally, just the message of the song hits me really deep. Can you tell us more though about this track and the story behind this one?
Who hurt you?
Shh, not
Too many to count.
too many to count. She might be listening. Wait, no.
She might be listening. I'm dead. So I actually didn't write this song, and some people are weird about that. Artists and sometimes people are like, oh, you don't write your own stuff. I can't swear, right?
No, try not to.
Okay, fair enough. Basically, the story behind that one is it's based around being in love with somebody and then something happening, and it's more complicated than it seems. I think when you fall out of love with somebody and when you break up, like everybody's like, oh, there's a breakup and then it's done, but it never really works like that, does it?
Doesn't.
So in this song in particular, I'm saying like, whatever happen. You're with this other dude, whatever. If he ever hurts you, you always have a home. You always have a place. And I think it's a cool message, and it's really, really sad behind all of the happy instrumentation and the big old synths. It's just, maybe I'll do like a little acoustic version and break it down a bit, but yeah.
I actually do want to hear the acoustic version of this because I do feel like the big synths really do hide the underlying message of the song. You hear it's like, ooh, bright and poppy, and then you suddenly realize, wait a minute.
If you're falling apart, you can't see through the dark, I'll leave the light on.
Exactly, dude. If you feel the knives like this thrusting themselves into your heart, it's like, oh man, this is not what I thought I'd be feeling with the song. But hey, speaking of an acoustic version as well, you do actually have a special night happening on Wednesday. It's called Harana in Manila, a night of lights and serenade, happening in Balara Content Studio in QC, 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Just reminding everybody out there who didn't catch the memo. Are you going to be performing an acoustic version of that song?
I think undecided. Yes? Yes, sorry.
I love it.
My immediate answer is always, I don't know. And then I look there and yes, I will be. My guitarist flew in today.
Nice.
And it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
So what can people expect on that little night over there?
It's it's a serenade, but it's also a hangout, and I'm sure somebody's gonna come up with like a schedule or like a guidelines for what I'm supposed to do. But generally, I just like hanging out, and unless there's something special going on, it's gonna be me talking to people, sing songs every once in a while. That's what I like to do, and it'll be a good chance for me to actually be able to talk to some Filipino fans, and that's always my favorite part of touring is well, really all of it. But I also do love getting to talk to like locals and you know, people that are from the city that I'm in, just see what their life's like, what they're like.
Dude, I'm so excited for this because I completely get you on that, because interacting with anyone from any locality is also learning the culture, learning the nuances of a new place. And man, I'm pretty sure, like, I've been seeing on Twitter right now, a lot of people are so excited for Harana in Manila, and they've been clamoring like to get on the list for that one. And hey, I can't wait for you, you know, to have that night, that special night out here, because man, what a way to start off your first visit to Manila, right? And given as well how fans have been reacting, you know, to just you being here, what are you expecting as well from just your fans here in Manila? Because they, believe me when I say this, they have been asking for your songs nonstop here on Magic for like years.
I love that. Thank you guys, first of all. I think it might be a bit crazy at first, because I mean, we did the mall show yesterday at Venice, and it was nuts. Every time I started singing, yeah, people started screaming. I was about to go on stage and I took my mask off and people started screaming. I was like, guys, come on. But it was sweet. It was really nice. And yeah, I think it'll be a bit crazy at first. And then I think as the show goes on, we'll just start talking like homies. And that's always what ends up happening. So I'm excited to you know, feel the energy, but also get to know people.
Feel the energy and get to be with that energy, dude. Like, I'm so excited for your show, man. Like, that's gonna be so. I'm excited for you, and you know, just that immersion into the Philippine fan culture over here. So, before we wrap things up, one last bit. Now, this is something I'm gonna start trying with every single person I interview now. Is there any bit of trivia about yourself that would surprise people if they didn't really know you?
Okay, I've been thinking about this question because I do get asked it and I never know what to say. I always just make up something random. Sometimes I'll just lie, like, for fun. Because who are you to tell me that I'm wrong, you know?
That's true, exactly.
I'm me. There's no fact checking.
Unless they ask you, like, hang on, Johnny.
Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. But you know, sometimes I just lie. Anyways, this is completely true. I'll show you. I'll prove it. I can wiggle my eyes back and forth really quickly.
What do you mean?
Like,
okay. What? Wait,
did you see it? Did it work? Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. I haven't done this since I was a kid, and I was in the bathroom the other day, and I remembered that I could do it.
Yeah, I can see it. Okay, guys.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. Guys, Johnny he's wiggling his eyes back and forth. I don't know how to describe this. This is weird. It's like seeing irises blurred. Like,
yeah, it looks really blurry.
Okay, that's an interesting talent. Folks, if you're not watching live on Twitch right now, you're probably going to be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But man, you'll see it on the video when it's up on Magic Social. But hey, Johnny, thank you so much for sharing that, because I'm now my mind's been blown, because I know people can like move one eye like, but also this is the first time seeing someone just wiggle their eyes really fast. That's pretty amazing.
I used to do it all the time when I was little, and then I got a bit older and I was like, this is a bit cringe. Like, it's really not like that.
Man, you'd be surprised.
I sit there and I'm like this, and then I wiggle my eyes at you. Like, it's just kind of like, you know.
If it doesn't work, it'll be like, why are you staring into my soul, man? Why are you staring into my soul?
Look, wait, I can make you uncomfortable. Watch.
Effective. That's what I call it.
That's my other trick.
Oh my god. Like, so it's a double whammy. It's either you can wiggle your eyes really fast, or you can make someone uncomfy in a snap. Johnny, thank you so much for being with us here on Magic 89.9 today. Before I let you go, any final words for all of your Filipino fans out here? Because you know I have a lot.
Well, to everybody watching live, hi. And to my Filipino fans, thank you guys for coming out yesterday. I'm so excited to see you Wednesday. It's gonna be. It's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Because she looked away like really quick. Sorry. This is like. Yeah, she's like my mom, kind of. It's my sister Darian. I think I mentioned that. Anyways,
you did.
My Filipino fans, sorry, let's get back to it. My Filipino fans, thank you guys for coming out yesterday. I'm so excited to see you Wednesday. I've felt nothing but love since I've been here, and that doesn't happen often. But literally, everywhere I've gone, if there's fans waiting outside right now, I'm gonna go meet them after, and everybody's just excited and happy, and I love that. It reminds me of home, and even more so. So, thank you guys.
Man, beautiful and heartfelt right there. Folks, once again, Johnny Orlando, and don't forget that there is that special night, Harana in Manila, a night of lights and serenade happening on Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Banara Content Studio. Do catch him over there, and don't forget to keep on voting for Leave the Light On. It's currently on our playlist, playing every single day here on Magic 89.9. Once again, folks, my name is Migs Santillan. He's Johnny Orlando.
Cheers.
And of course, we are today's best music, Magic 89.9. Don't forget, Off the Grill, brand new tracks coming in later on at 2 o'clock. But right now, it's appropriate to play this one.
Heck yeah. Sorry.
Who hurt you? Leave a light on the Magic 89.9, baby.
You made a friend, somebody said they saw you leave with him too.